everyone, today I'm going to show you how to set up a Facebook Messenger ad campaign so that you can get more buyer or seller leads on autopilot and have them delivered right to your smartphone. If you're not running paid Facebook ads yet, well then you're missing out on a lot of high quality, low cost leads. And this is a great campaign to start with because everything happens right on Facebook. You don't even need a website. It's also great if you're always on the go and you can't check your email, or if you're constantly with clients so you can't pick up your phone. So let's get started. We're going to start building out our campaign inside Facebook's Ads Manager at the campaign level. Now to run Facebook Messenger ads, you need to select traffic as your objective. So we'll go ahead and do that. And now we'll move on to targeting. So right now I'm targeting people within a 25-mile radius of Charlotte. They're 35 years and older. They all speak English, and they make between $75,000 and $150,000 a year. And according to Facebook, our potential reach is an audience of 370,000 people. And that's not bad, but I'm going to show you how to hone in specifically on prospective home buyers. If you go down here to where it says narrow audience, you can add additional constraints to reduce your audience size and target individuals who are likely to move. So we'll type that in. And the logic here is that if someone's likely to move, they're either in the market for a home or maybe trying to sell their own home. And as you can see, that knocked our potential reach down from 370,000 to 5,100. And that's pretty small, but again, this group is much more qualified than the previous larger audience. Now moving on to placements, I'm going to recommend that you leave automatic placement selected. And this is something I've been testing out lately with some success. Usually I'd only select the Facebook news feed or the Instagram feed, but Facebook's gotten a lot better at showing your ads to people in the places that they're most likely to click on them. So I recommend you test this out. And we'll start with a daily budget of $20, and I really don't recommend that you go any lower than this, and here's why. The more money you spend per day, the more people Facebook will show your ad to, which means they'll start collecting data and optimizing your ad based on what groups of people seem to be interested. If you started off with a small budget of say $5 per day, it's going to take Facebook a lot longer to find the right audience for your ad, and you'll be waiting longer for actual results. And just because you set your budget at $20 a day does not mean that Facebook will spend that whole amount. It's just your daily cap. So over here where it says optimization for ad delivery, we're going to select impressions. Now Facebook counts an impression as any time your ad shows up on somebody's screen. I go into more detail about these different options in the article below, but in this particular example, we want to choose impressions because we have a really small audience. And since our goal is to show it to as many people inside that audience as possible, as many times as possible, this is actually the best choice. And based on Facebook's estimate, we should be able to show this ad to everybody in that audience in about a week. Now, if we stuck with that larger audience of 370,000, then the link clicks would probably be a better choice, because then Facebook would only show our ad to the people who have actually clicked on ads in the past, which means we'd only be showing the ad to people that are likely to take action, and we'd be ignoring everybody that just scrolls past every ad they see. So which way should you set up your campaign? Well, you should test both. Create an ad set that targets that larger audience and optimize it for link clicks, and then also create an ad set with the smaller audience and optimize it for impressions like the one we have here. And then just set the budget to $10 a day for each of those. Facebook ads is all about testing. The people that are using Facebook ads to generate leads for less than $2 right now aren't striking gold right away. They're testing constantly. So if we go down here to bid amount, since we're optimizing for impressions, our bid is going to be what we're willing to pay to show our ad 1,000 times. That doesn't mean it'll be shown to 1,000 people. That just means it will be seen 1,000 times. Again, I go into a little bit more detail in the article below about all the different bidding strategies. If we click on manual, then Facebook gives us a suggested bid and a range. Now we're not going to go into how Facebook calculates this, but it's basically just supply and demand based on how many people are trying to show ads to whatever audience when there's a limited amount of ad space. And if you set your manual bid to the high end of Facebook's suggested bid range, then your ad will reach your audience much quicker. So in this example, if we were to tell Facebook that we're willing to pay $8 to show our ad 1,000 times, then that almost guarantees that we'll be able to show our ad to all 5,100 people that are part of that smaller audience in about 5 days. So you basically have to decide if showing your ad to that entire audience is worth $40. And I think you'd say it probably is. And if you're not comfortable setting manual bid, then don't worry. Just leave it at automatic and let Facebook figure it out for you. And don't think that Facebook's just going to waste all of your money if you let them set the bid, because their goal is to get you results so that you'll actually stay on their platform and keep spending ad dollars. Now keep in mind that it does take some time for Facebook to optimize your ad and start showing it to the right people. A good rule of thumb is to start running a campaign for 3 days, that's 72 full hours, and don't touch it. Don't even check your results until those 3 days are up. After those 3 days, if you're starting to get some good results, you can start to scale your daily budget, but only do it by 25% each day. At the end of the day, I wouldn't give up on a campaign that's been running for less than 2 weeks. If you're not getting good results after that period, it might be a good idea to start over with a new campaign or change up your strategy. So now we'll move on to the ad level. And unlike regular ads, down here at the destination section, we're going to select Messenger as opposed to website URL. And as you can see, my ad's pretty simple. It's just an image of our fictitious real estate agent and some text that says, "Can I buy you lunch?" And this is a great example of an image and an offer that'll actually get people's attention. And that's because you're offering something of value up front as opposed to just asking them for something right away. And even better than this image would be an actual picture of you holding up some food and maybe a $10 bill. But something like this is fine too. I use Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator to create these ad images, but you can use anything you want. A great free tool I recommend to create images like this is Canva, and you can find that at canva.com. Make sure your image is 1200 by 628 pixels, and keep in mind that the text on your image can't take up more than 20% of its total size, otherwise Facebook will limit its delivery. Now obviously you're not going to buy lunch for everybody that clicks on your ad, and that's because you're going to be qualifying people who reach out to you either over Facebook Messenger or over the phone or via email. And you could even change this to "Can I buy you coffee?" if you preferred. Really, you can even just run an ad that says, "Message me if you're in the market for a home and I'll show you what's available." But that's kind of what everyone does, so it's better to stand out. So the text in my ad says, "Looking to buy your dream home? I'd love to buy you lunch and show you what's on the market in Charlotte. If that sounds good to you, click the send message button below and let me know when you're free for lunch." And you could also have an ad that asks if they're looking to sell their home. Now make sure you tell them what to message you so that they know exactly what to do. Because when a lead clicks the send message button, they'll automatically enter into a Facebook Messenger conversation with you, and they need to know how to reach out to you. If you click this set up messenger content button, then you can choose how the conversation starts, and you can even set up automatic replies or questions that start to qualify leads and get you more info automatically. But since you won't be getting thousands of replies a day, I recommend that you just keep it simple and include a picture of yourself along with something like, "Hey, when are you free for lunch?" and then manually follow up with them individually afterwards. But a quick tip, make sure you get their phone number or their email so you can follow up with them outside of Facebook. Now to get notifications on your smartphone when people message you from this ad, you'll need to download the Facebook Page Manager app. Just download the app and then turn notifications on so that you'll know when people are actually reaching out to you. Now I actually run a digital marketing agency that does this kind of stuff for clients. So if you want me and my team to do all this stuff for you, you can click the link on the screen to be taken to our website, and there you can request a free proposal. In it, we'll show you how we plan to grow your business using Facebook and Instagram advertising campaigns. If you like this video, be sure to share it with your friends and subscribe to our YouTube channel and our blog to get more marketing tips that'll help you grow your business. Thanks, and I'll see you again soon.